In the house today, we have Stetson and Mike back. Thanks, guys, for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
What's your voice?
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I don't do that. Okay.
Hey, don't you guys think that Mike,
This is my first time. I don't know how
Mike
you do
looks like
podcasting.
he's like the band manager of some cover band
He
that
does.
covers only like the southeast of the country because they're not that big yet?
It's a great compliment. I consider that an
So
honor
true. It's so you nailed that.
of whatever
He
band
puts his
it
own
is.
holes in his pants just to like look
Cut
like
them.
he's working hard.
Cheaper that way.
All right. So do you, Matt, you had our opening question. We were talking about classic movies, right?
You want us to ask a question?
Oh, actually, no. Actually, I want to tell you guys something real funny first.
no.
There you go.
It's unbelievable. Every time.
Okay, go. I'll say my thing after.
Oh, there you go.
No, go.
Pull up your unprepared
no.
question. Put your
No,
passcode on there and
not a
ask.
question.
Look, Google search it and then ask it.
It's not a question. It's just
So I watched the movie Signs the other day, which was like a blast from the past. Fantastic movie. We talked about it, just like funny parts, but it still scares the crap out of me. My kids are not old enough to watch it yet, but I was just made me want to ask the group, are there any classic movies you've watched recently that they're still just as good as you remember them from like 20 years ago?
is it Signs really still that scary? Like if you
Yes.
watch it,
It's
as an adult?
suspenseful.
Yes, it is suspenseful. I'm going to butcher the director's name.
M. Night Shyamalan?
Shyamalan.
Yeah. Awesome. I love his work. That
No,
movie.
he actually after that,
He
in,
kind of
like,
started getting weird.
The Sixth Sense.
No,
Sixth Sense.
The Village.
Sixth
The
Sense
Village.
Village.
The Village.
Village is great.
No, but then
Signs, but after that, it just fell off.
And
the
then he
map.
did one recently. I can't remember the
Yeah,
name.
exactly.
Yeah, he did a
No one
bunch.
saw it.
Oh,
Kids
oh,
say-
I saw it though, but it's the same kind of thing.
No, it
It's
was
like
an
the
alien
suspense,
one.
it's the music.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
The
I like
music.
it. I don't care.
He fell off.
He's awesome to me.
do you think it's still scary? Because as a kid watching it, it's like, oh my gosh, like there's an alien behind you.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But now
That
I
was
feel
good.
like I would be like,
be a
okay,
great
yeah,
actor.
there's a.
Actress.
Thank you. No, it's actor.
Well,
now.
after Matt said he watched it, it made me want to watch it because Angie has not seen it. So we watched it.
Strike one.
2
in
nights
the
ago.
marriage.
Wait, did she
and-
get scared?
Oh,
A couple jumps. It has a couple like cheap
Yeah.
jumps.
yeah.
Like when you see the
Like
alien,
the dog barks
on the-
all of a sudden out
on
of
the
nowhere on the roof.
Oh my
which I told
In the
you I hadn't
cornfield.
seen that. I
Well, that's
never knew-
ridiculous. You missed that. How'd you miss that?
I don't know. I was
I
scared.
couldn't remember that scene. I have no
Your
idea.
eyes
what you
closed.
I had a bad TV.
meant. It was in a box. His TV was in
But
a
it's
box.
a lot more of a slow burn than I remember it. Very slow.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh, the guy's hand, the alien's hand in the thing, and he grabs
And he
the kid.
Pantry.
Yeah,
Wait, that's a different movie.
gosh.
No.
No.
That's
Oh,
oh.
because that's when he starts having his.
And
asthma
that's when
attacks.
Shyamalan's in the movie, and he's sitting in the.
Well, he's in all his movies.
Well, I know, but that's the scene where he's
Yes.
in it, and he's like,
That's a different
by
scene he's
the
talking
way,
about, though. You're messing
I
up
think
again.
What?
That's a different scene. He's talking about in the
The
basement.
basement.
Okay, but there's two hand scenes because there's the basement scene where he grabs a kid, and then
Or
there's
in the
the
pantry
one.
where the thing
And he's like,
reached
yeah,
forward.
I
Yes.
think I'm going to the lake. I think they're deterred from water. And then he's like, by the way, don't go in the pantry. There's one in there. And
That's
then
him.
Mel grabs
That is
the
him.
knife and looks
Yes.
on it.
That is him.
Yeah.
That is him. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Great.
a smash.
By the way, there's
anything
one in the
else?
pantry.
Yeah.
Well, we've been kind of going through a list of like older movies to show our kids, like Karate Kid and Dennis the Menace, but those aren't like, classic. Like those are more classic kid movies.
Dennis Metz.
Wait, to go back to Signs real quick. After
Yeah.
watching it, I was a little okay. You get these aliens that have this technology to get all the way to Earth.
Yeah.
Can't do
Then they
water.
get here and they don't do anything. Within less than 12 hours, they're retreating.
They can jump
Well,
on.
And even the
roofs,
one
though.
that steals the kid, he just stands there and gets beat by a baseball
But
bat
he's
for
like
6
holding
times
it
and then
over his
dies.
head for like 4 minutes. And then Mel he like pans around the whole room when he's thinking about his wife. Like 3 minutes go by and the alien just like huffing over the kid. And he goes, swing away. And he like grabs the
But even when he
bat.
starts hitting him, the alien doesn't even try to do anything back.
I know, it's so stupid. But I was thinking about
It was off
the
camera.
plot. I was like, what percentage of Earth is water?
Yeah, you could see it.
So it's
it's like 70% or
They
something.
missed the entire like 85% of this Earth. They
we shouldn't
can't
go here.
have it.
No. I just don't think they knew until they got here that water
Hurt them?
hurt them.
Oh.
There's
Maybe.
amoebas in it.
Would you guys ever go watch Alien? Like the main one where he takes over the ship?
What do you mean?
Would you go watch that again? Like, have you seen it recently?
No.
Like, do you think that that's suspenseful now?
I'm more of a Predator guy.
So I
the new Predator looks sick.
I watched the new one.
Is it
You
good?
got me to watch
You
it.
made fun of me for watching it.
I know, I didn't love it.
It was incredible.
But for
It was a great one.
some
Was it
reason,
really? Oh,
It was like his origin story.
so but
was
yeah,
it scary?
It was good.
it was good.
It's just one
this is
alien?
stupid of me. Sets will make fun of me.
One Predator.
I watched the Arnold Schwarzenegger docu-series on Netflix.
Yeah. Why would it make fun of you that?
Because it made me want to watch like some movies when he was like in his heyday.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw Predator, and I always thought that was just like a jungle war movie, but that's like the original Predator. So he's in there, and it was like the alien was there, and it looks crappy, but it made me appreciate the new one. So.
When was that? When was that made? Like
The old one or new one?
Kind of guessing, but maybe late 80s.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just juiced up too. Just made me want.
It was kind of same time, like
Schwarzenegger?
it was kind of same time, like Rambo.
on the
Yeah.
internet.
You
looking for
had
trend.
you got Stallone and Rambo.
Yep.
yeah.
Schwarzenegger in that one. I feel like this all came out at the same time.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
Well, because Stallone and Arnold were like battling for superstardom in action hero movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, I watched the docuseries about American
Gladiators.
Gladiators, yeah.
It was
And
fantastic, too.
talk about juiced up. It was during that same time where like that was trending. Not that it's not now, but I mean it was.
Trend.
It was.
Trends.
It was crazy. And did you watch that docuseries yet?
You should. I think you. Like,
You would
honestly, if
really-
you were born 20 years earlier, you would have been ice.
They talk. Yeah.
Iceman.
Yeah.
What was it? It's American.
Gladiators.
They all this
It was all these
names,
jacked
like
guys that would
Gemini.
They would do like
This
courses.
is different than American Ninja Warrior.
This is the original.
Yeah. They would like
very good at
wrestle
that
or do things with normal people.
I can't even
your
do.
shoulder
I can't
out.
even do monkey bars.
You can't even kayak.
No, it's not that. There'd be like
What can you do? Is this all for show?
you can do. You can.
I can do
yourself
overhead
credit.
press.
Yeah, it was good. Anyways, it made me think of those guys because during that time they were talking about Stallone and Schwarzenegger and all the movies like that. It was like big, huge jack guys in these like action hero movies.
I know. Anyways,
There's women too.
somehow we
It
have
was
to.
very,
they
but
were
they were
also juiced,
very jacked too. Yeah. But they were actually
Terrifying.
the whole thing goes into like how much like they would find like needles and stuff.
Syringes and
Yeah.
Anyways, we're off topic. I think.
Fantastic. I had to find a way to switch this over to our interview. And I think this assortment of people is a good mix because Stets, fitness, health conscious,
Me not.
Mike, before, after.
Say that.
What a compliment.
What a
But
how were you gonna phrase that?
well, I'm going to say, so the product and the company and the individual, Jake, who we interviewed, Canadian company, Mike, my fellow Canadian. And it's like a healthy alternative to a chocolate bar. So our fitness expert here as well. And we're combining the two. So we interviewed Jake from Midday Squares.
So Mike likes to eat chocolate and he likes to watch his.
He has discipline.
How do you know that?
How do we
I
know
was just
that?
guessing.
How do you know I like chocolate?
I was just assuming that Matt was going that direction. All right.
Do
Well,
you like
so-
chocolate?
do you?
It depends.
I don't like chocolate.
I don't either.
I love it. So I
love,
used
like,
to
candy.
not. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We know.
Put Sour Patch Kids in front of me, bag's gone. My tongue's peeling 2 days later.
Yeah. Well, ironically, you should have been a part of the sour candy interview because he talked about it the same thing.
Let's retape it.
He's like he talked about his tongue being messed up all the time.
I love chocolate. I like all
we can tell.
foods. As you guys don't do that with your eyes. You're such a piece of trash. Oh man. Anyways, I appreciated the product. I think so. What was interesting, and I say that a lot, but the product is kind of a one of one. The idea, it's a literal name, Midday Squares. So it's almost like, hey, this is
5 hour energy.
Yeah, the 5 hour energy model where you had lunch, you want to hold yourself over.
No, I mean like the brand 5 hour energy. It's like literally is what it is. Midday Squares is the same thing. It's like a midday snack. Right?
Yeah. I know.
Oh, I thought you were saying like it gives you energy for 5 hours. Did you pick up on that?
I'm staying out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not. We're just guests.
Okay. Continue.
So, but it's that replacement between lunch and dinner to hold you over for 5 hours specifically. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know what my question was anymore, and Hope threw me off.
Sorry.
But anyways, they also wanted the business dynamic, and something I found fascinating that I want to ask you guys about was he has the title, Jake does, of Chief Rainmaker, which I know what a rainmaker is. I've never heard that as an actual title, but he went into it as in relation to, rather than going the corporate managing like a marketing department, etc., he just like unapologetically himself, hype man, shows up, big energy, yada 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 across the country. And I was trying to think about who in our family I could see as being a hype man, and it's Stetson all day. And I'm like if Stetson wasn't professional, I'm like, I could see you being like a DJ in Ibiza, just like wearing your tight little shorts, like fist pumping. So could you see yourself doing that?
No, absolutely.
Let's concuss myself.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I've just got two in.
You can't say that.
What? It's true.
Bite your tongue about my boy too.
Anyway, so you couldn't see yourself doing that? Because if a company...
Am I hyping my own company, or I'm walking around hyping someone else's company?
No, your own.
No, you're not going around being like, oh, Verizon Wireless. Like, yeah, 5G.
Well, I think
like,
of hype man. I think of hyping someone else. He's the hype man for
his product.
Well, ideally, he's like basically the number one sales guy.
Does he own the company?
Yeah,
he's got ownership. It's family owned.
Yeah,
as he's discussed. So
yeah, he owns the company. He's a third part owner. Yeah,
it's his sister and brother-in-law and himself.
So he's owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but he had a technical term for the rainmaker. He came from another industry, finance.
No, he was selling like sweatshirts and stuff at college campuses.
So traditionally, he's just like a marketing.
He's a hype guy.
But he heard the name somewhere else and then was like, "Oh, I'm gonna run with
this." Yeah.
I think he heard it from
it's obviously
Fat
working.
Joe. Lean back. So I definitely was like, I could see you doing that. Or I know we said your own product, but if some, I don't know, Lululemon, which we need to talk about that too, because we're a little bit hurt by them right now.
Why?
Which is another poll I want to take with our audience. If Lululemon was, hey, we're going to pay you a boatload of money and you just need to be yourself, wear our product, show up at events, hype it up, and have the best experience, VIP access to everything, you wouldn't do it? It's tough with kids. Now you're married with kids, Stetson.
Yeah.
Stetson was.
But I'm not really what Lulu wants to represent. I mean, I've been to one yoga class in my life.
Well, maybe you're changing the industry.
Stetson was a Greek god at a party once. He in a
wedding.
A wedding. He stood there in a toga. Paid position.
Actor.
Yeah, with a bunch of his friends. I'm talking like Mario and Brett. Like they all did that.
Mario.
Yeah.
And Luigi.
We had to.
Is that funny?
Somebody approached me and said, "Hey, could you get a couple guys to be actors at a wedding? And we just need you. It's a Greek themed wedding, and we need not Greek gods, but they were I guess Greek
Hercules type,
Greek statues, soldiers.
Yeah. Well, you were in togas.
Yeah, in togas with a kind of spear or scepter or something, and
the green crown and everything. Yeah,
it's great.
How much did you get for that?
I forget. We were in college. Probably it's $300 each.
That's a lot.
Subway gift card
for 2 hours.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Should have kept doing it.
I know. Just start a business.
So, well.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. He talked about how one of the rules of getting into business with his family, with his sister and brother-in-law, was that they had to go to weekly therapy. Who here has been to therapy? And also, would you do that if we started a family company?
Whose chair is squeaky, by the way? Is that you?
I think
it's me.
Oh,
sorry.
Mine also is.
Yeah. We are ordering new chairs. They come in about 10 days.
Can't wait.
But
it's a long time for chairs. 10 days.
Yeah. Well, okay.
long as
Amazon
they're-
Prime, everything,
They're podcast
As
chairs.
long as they're podcast chairs.
everybody. It was kind of hard to get on Amazon Prime during Prime Day.
Why?
I don't know. And to be honest, no, like the first
today.
day it happened, it was ending today. But the first day it happened, it was hard to get on. And then today, I noticed the lead times were like far in advance. And I was like, what the heck?
UPS. is
So who's
sure.
been to therapy? And if you have, please tell us what you were there for, and we'll
No, would you go to therapy?
I've done therapy.
Oh, I love therapy. Therapy's great.
talk to me about it.
This is awesome.
Would you go to therapy with your
Specifically for
business
what?
partner, with your business partners? That's what they do. It's like literally for business. No, not for business, but it's to strengthen their business relationship. Like, would you go to
I can
therapy
see
with Will?
the benefit in that. Yeah.
You-
Well, that's unique though, because like it's family too. So you want to be careful that the business and family doesn't
okay, fine.
start to
You and Steve.
intertwine.
Who's paying?
The company. They have to own the company together.
Oh,
Matt, should we go to therapy together?
no, because I'd be paying.
Yeah, I can see that. And it's just Steve and I a bad example because we don't work together enough.
Yeah.
But if you're working together with somebody 50 hours a week,
Like Shar, should I go to therapy, Shar? Yeah, I
Yes.
probably should do that. Yeah.
yeah.
I probably should too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he was like, I was like, no, forget it. He goes, so it's basically like I'm out if I don't go to therapy with you guys. And his sister was like, yep. And he was like, fine. And then a week later, or something like that, he was like, okay, I'll go. And then now he's like, therapy's the best.
Really?
Yeah, he like loves it. He was not into it at first, and he's like, it literally has saved our company multiple times. I was like, oh, that's good enough.
Well, didn't Billions? Didn't
Yeah.
Oh.
what's her face?
They had like the
her name?
psychiatrist on staff.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what your
Wendy.
wife does.
Wendy
Well, she
Rhodes.
wants to be there eventually in that position.
She like is a therapist to executives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that therapy just kind of it helps you obviously self-reflect. It helps you in the way that you can be more efficient, more productive, a better human overall, process your own trauma, things that you've obviously been through in your life, with the end goal of being a better person.
Yeah.
So
I think that's their goal, like the efficiency.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then in business, I think you can start to like harbor, well, whatever. Matt leaves at 2:00 every day to go play golf, and I'm still here. So you can start to
Yeah, yeah.
talk that out.
Yeah.
That was like manifested.
That was really manifested.
But it helped. I would say that it's true. I mean,
Side dagger.
it helps with those little voices in your head. That
So then you can
whether it's
actually
about
hash it out and be
another
like, okay,
person
fine.
or
Every
yourself.
Thursday I'll go play golf. And okay, deal. And then
Yeah.
you get to talk it out.
Yeah.
No, I
Do we need to talk it out? Or do they feel like that's what's happening right now?
This is, I think, his point is that
Yeah.
we can have better communication, but also the company's tracking like 20 million this year or something. So they're obviously doing something right.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like mentally stable, probably,
I
or
think-
more stable in that whole process too.
I
where
think that's the
other
goal.
people are coming unglued
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the success that they have, and good for them.
I definitely think because their marketing is insane, like their strategy, their whole process was, hey, we're going to take you along with our journey through the good, the bad, the ugly. So behind the scenes, to have that kind of safe place for therapy is probably very helpful for them because they show everything. Like
Yeah.
it's unfiltered. This is us arguing. This is me exhausted. This is us losing a deal. This is us getting a deal. And I think it's been beneficial too. I mean, we even talk about like our strategy for social media and stuff. And especially him, he is all over it in terms of what he's posting, what he's talking about. So he's high energy. I don't think I could keep up with that.
Well, and he convinced his sister and brother-in-law who were not really like that on social before the company. And now through their own company, like are more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And they've seen it succeed.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. It does make a safe place. I have a question though for you guys, for the Canadians. So it's a Canadian based company.
Mm-hmm.
What is the, like he was like, we don't have a home base in the US yet, but they are obviously selling in the US. Is it significantly, like, I don't know all the trades and all the pricing as like the differences between Canada and like selling in the US. Are they losing, like, is it a lot more difficult to cross over that line? Is it like really like, no, we got to get a plant over there as soon as possible?
So they're in Quebec.
Yeah.
I'm not a food. I think there's a couple of things. I think just shipping cross country, across the border is
Do you get taxed
more
heavily?
expensive than having a location, especially, I don't know what percentage of businesses in the United States, but if it's like, hey, 50% or greater is across the border and we're paying for it to ship across, we might as well have a facility in like a neutral location to where all of our Sprouts locations are or whatever. I also think there's like different food regulations, like what we approve in Canada from what the guidelines are to, I actually think it might benefit them. I think it's less strict here.
It's yes, true. It's
They actually got
no
money
expert,
from the
but
government, from the
They got that for their
Canadians.
facility.
Yeah.
So yeah, Montreal was like, or Quebec, I can't remember if it's a province or not. They essentially helped fund them to build a facility because they wanted to support local business.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's really
And
cool.
they're pretty vocal about that. And their product has to be refrigerated when shipping, which probably cuts like the product, like all of that.
Oh,
It
really?
probably makes it way more expensive.
What's the biggest market cap company from Canada?
Market cap. What's the business? What's the market sector?
I'm saying what's the
Was
biggest
it,
company from in Canada? I don't know the answer. I'm about to ask
ChatGPT.
Cell phone company.
Bell?
No.
Mint.
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
RIM? Research in Motion?
No,
No,
way.
no,
BlackBerry is the biggest.
No, they're.
At one point.
I mean, maybe 25 years ago they were.
Oh, I know. What's the
Hockey
coffee?
players.
What's the coffee?
Hockey
Hortons.
players. Tim
Oh,
Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
No.
Moose. Plaid.
That's a really good
Was it
question.
Bell? Canada?
Hold on.
Canadian Tire.
It's sad that you guys don't know. You guys should know.
Okay, forget market cap. Just what's the best company from Canada?
Like the most
Of all
popular.
time?
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah, it has to be Tim Hortons. Is it?
Bigger than Lulu?
Yeah. And that's why I want thank you for bringing that back.
Lululemon.
Okay. So
Lululemon's
we have a
Canadian.
dilemma.
BlackBerry probably was at its
At its
peak.
yeah.
What happened to BlackBerry? Did
From
someone-
Huntsville or
did someone buy them?
From
Waterloo.
Ontario or something.
You got to watch that movie. It just came out. It was good. About BlackBerry.
So
Wait, did someone buy BlackBerry? What happened to them?
Apple,
they totally shut
came to
down.
fruition.
They
They
literally.
believed in buttons.
Oh,
Oh, whoa, hold on. As of September 2020, the largest non-bake company in Canada by market cap is typically considered to be Shopify.
oh my gosh, that's a huge company. I didn't realize.
20% off code.
Yeah,
House of
Shopify.
business.
Button.
Well, Shopify is huge because people. That company is growing a ton right now
Why?
because everybody's using it and like growing their own businesses on it.
Can we talk
a
about
tool.
Lululemon?
Yeah.
Stets, you'll agree with me on this. So Stets and I avid.
Only wear
I think honestly, in terms of how much Lululemon we own, probably 25% ownership in the company at this point.
You guys
He's still
get-
looking up information.
No, I like.
Brookfield's second. That's non-bank.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Brookfield's
that.
Canada based?
I didn't know that either.
Yes. Big Lulu fans. And we had our systems where we get a little promo code and we made too much and we get discounts. And all of a sudden we're getting this great product for an affordable price. And we would, for years, we loved it.
Wait, what happened to this? Because I was about to use that
Things
code.
changed.
What?
Exchange.
So Lead and Sweat, it was like their sales category, no longer was allowing us to use our little discount promo code on the Lead and Sweat, which made it like super affordable. To the point where the ratio of Lead and Sweat, to where if we used our promo code on regular priced items, was more expensive.
You're totally losing people here.
Am I getting too analytical?
Well, just the item we used to be able to use our code on sale items,
We can't anymore.
and now we can't. So now it actually
use
is
a
cheaper to
regular?
buy the full price
Retail.
stuff with our
the
code
promo,
versus buying the final sale stuff.
Because you could use final sale, which was already marked down, and the code. It made it super cheap.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
But it kind of makes sense. Very few companies let you do discounts on top of discounts.
Right. But we just got
So I'm not mad at them. Honestly,
fat
You'll still use
ingredients with it.
it's about time. It was a fail by
So,
It's a good run.
but let me ask, I want to ask this to the people because it no longer makes sense. I mean, I don't know the last time I bought a piece of Lulu. It used to be monthly. Now it's been a while. Is there another
all white jumpsuit you have?
Oh yeah.
You have an all white jumpsuit?
French teddy? That's what the material
Oh,
is.
I like Shar thinks you look like Opus, but yeah, I like it.
It's great.
It looks great.
You're
Yeah.
European of me. Is there another athleisure brand
Yes.
that either is as good as or surpasses Lulu that is an affordable price that we should consider?
Oh.
Because we've tried them all. And it's
Well, I know for girls, I would say Athleta is very comparable, but it's not cheaper than Lulu.
yeah, well, how does that help my situation?
Well, I think they sell male clothes.
I got a better question.
Okay.
Let's skip this one.
Okay.
Actually, I would like to know the answer to that.
What is the most brand loyal thing you have?
Oh, I love this question.
Brand. So
I'm very
when you say
loyal to a
brand
couple.
loyal, wouldn't you have multiple things?
Wait, can you narrow it? Because I can't just say Target.
Like what?
Can you narrow it a little
Said
bit?
Target.
No, you can't say Target.
Yeah.
It's a shop.
Yeah.
Store.
It's a huge
brownies.
No. I mean like whether it's a car or like I only drive this kind of car.
Like Apple.
Or yeah, I only use Apple products.
That's an easy one. Yeah.
What's it for you?
You go first, Mike. What are you wearing?
I don't have a lot of loyalty in brands. I thought
I don't think I do.
I mean,
Apple-
Lulu.
And
I also have this like, I don't know, maybe it's like a cheesy, silly personal rule, but like if I have a, if I have a good experience with a salesperson and I'm like, okay, they asked for my business. I had a good interaction with them. I like the product. I'll do it. If it's a good product, but a bad sales experience,
no, but sometimes you just
But
like
I'm out.
But I mean like, oh man,
So to
I
your
only
point-
drink this
Okay,
type
yeah.
of
I know,
beer.
but
no, I have one.
Even if
don't
that
care.
beer is on sale, I'm only going to buy
I have
this
like
one.
4 things.
I have one, but I would be open to testing it, a different product. But I've been pretty loyal to two hygienic brands. Or actually, okay, I'll just say one. Is this
Crest?
the native deodorant? It's the non-toxic deodorant. There's a lot out there.
A little funky.
No, there's a lot out there that don't work.
Odorless.
And I think it works, but I would try. I think a lot of companies have come farther, and then I haven't changed my toothpaste brand in a long time.
Oh yeah,
I've been
it's the canker sore thing. But
Yeah.
I don't want to get all these messages from the virus.
That's a virus.
yeah. But see, I wasn't like sold that. I just tried it and haven't gone back.
I guess that's just how I do it. Is
Someone would need to tell you.
I got to be sold.
Okay, Matt, what are your
Otherwise, I'm
4?
not loyal.
So I pretty much only wear Nike shoes. And it's not just because I like Jordan. I like, even for like golf shoes and stuff,
What about your ons?
I don't wear them anymore.
Oh yeah,
I haven't worn 'em.
guys. I have a hot take on OnClouds. I don't really like them.
I tried to like them.
Every time I try to buy
I
them,
work out in Nikes.
I think they look. I don't know.
Yes, that gets a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
So I like Nike. They fit my foot the best. So like not just for leisure, like cool shoes, like for any sporting or working out, like I prefer Nike shoes. Always have. Apple for sure for phone.
Yeah, that's.
Like
Yeah,
Apple. I have a
Apple,
Mac. I have
You
an
have to
iPad,
skip that one. Yeah, 'cause-
AirPods. I pretty much-
Oh yeah,
Watch.
no,
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
is
not
it
really
because
Apple.
you're loyal or is it because you're stuck?
It's because I don't research anything else, and I just think it's sleek and cool.
Oh, I got one. Jeep.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
you are
actually a
loyal.
discovery. So I tried to venture away from Jeep. This is my third Jeep.
Just
Is it really?
Yeah, so
migrated back.
I've come to realize I'm a big fan of Jeep. And then
Any foods?
Wait, what? Brand?
Publix or
Food
something?
brands. No, it's more like. Well, no, that's tough because there's certain brands that are only made with certain foods that are only made with certain brands, like a cereal brand. You know what I mean? Like a Life cereal is
have a
only
lot.
made with Quaker.
I probably use the same hair gel for 12
Ooh, hair gel.
Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
L'Oreal,
hair gel,
L'Oreal putty.
Yeah.
L'Oreal. See, I'm like that with mascara. L'Oreal.
yeah. Me too.
And then food. Yeah, no, I kind of look for a deal.
Hershey's.
BOGO,
Oh no, that's a good point.
Midday Square.
Yeah. Would you guys say that the on-brand, like let's say you were going to buy marshmallows, would the on-brand marshmallows and the Publix brand marshmallows, would you just get the cheaper one, or you're like, no, I have to get Jiffy?
I think marshmallow is probably the worst food you could have picked for that.
What?
If you're talking like steak, if it
No,
was
like, you know how there's like an off-brand
no,
version?
I know, but I don't think there's a big difference between Publix marshmallows and Jiffy. But if you're talking about like
Now we can never have Jiffy on.
grass-fed beef and normal beef, I think people would say I'm willing to pay a little bit more for grass-fed beef, but I don't think people care about marshmallows.
Some people do.
Maybe.
So one time,
The marshmallows.
one time,
I mean, I wouldn't buy the knockoff of Sour Patch Kids,
yeah, that's
even
what
if
I'm
they were
trying to say.
cheaper.
Yeah.
You'd be curious though. You'd buy one
No.
and be like, I wonder if it sells at Costco.
No, you're pretty. Okay, you're pretty loyal to Sour Patch. I think there's a lot of other sour candies out there, and I think
Well, no, the whole reason I had this thought in my head was because I went to Publix the other day, and Publix has the buy one get one discounts, and I walked out. I had spent exactly what I saved. Every single thing I bought in there was buy one get one.
oh my god,
And I was thinking to myself, like, I'm assuming the companies do the BOGO to try to like get you to try out their brand and then like it. But I'm like the worst person for it because I only will buy it if it's on BOGO.
like you will never go back and buy it again.
Right.
Well, what's a brand? What's something that you have tried that you're like, oh, I'll go buy that again?
I'll usually wait for it goes on BOGO again. For food.
Yeah, food's a hard. Food's a hard. Okay, I will say that about Chick-fil-A. I'm pretty loyal to Chick-fil-A. I will not go any other fast food literally at all.
Yeah.
Pretty much just Chick-fil-A.
That's fair. That's a
I
good
don't
one.
feel that way about Chick-fil-A at all.
I will well, yeah, you guys are big like Mickey D's. You guys love McDonald's.
No, I don't. Jacob does.
Hey, Jacob. Char does, kind of.
Oh, exposed.
I'm just comparing it to fast food. A lot of people are loyal to Taco Bell.
No, to me, it's not food. There's just stuff. Like I remember with like hockey, like I'd like a certain skate or like with golf, like I just like TaylorMade. Like there's things I just like.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
golf.
TaylorMade, if you're listening, love your product.
Shout out TaylorMade.
Scotty Cameron, anybody like Pro V1, anything else, Rolex.
Patron.
But so
Patron.
I guess I do like specific things.
Okay, what about alcohol? Like, are you pretty loyal to a brand?
Fireball.
I mean, I have like a favorite, but I'm not like, I have to get Tito's every time. You're kind of like, I'll try different stuff.
If I'm getting to the point where if I buy tequila, it would be Casamigos.
Yeah.
Oh, I love 1800.
The mezcal.
I love the mezcal. Very good.
No, the Reposado.
Oh,
Wow, Despacito.
that's
All
hilarious.
right. Well, this has been fun.
All right. Well, on that note,
Great interview.
On that note, no one else is listening at this point.
I know. I feel like we just like lost all our energy, and the guest we had was like our most high energy person we had. So we started out hot, and then we've.
I'm pretty sure he stood the whole time we interviewed him. Like he was like standing talking to us. Like he was.
Oh
like,
yeah. So you'll appreciate it. He just got married that weekend. He'd flown in from Toronto. Like you could tell he just been nonstop and gets on the interview with us and just like crushed it.
Well, and then that
I could never
afternoon,
do that.
the Kim Kardashian thing happened where she
Should we
in
take
a-
credit for that?
in a Vogue Italy interview, referenced in a video Midday Squares. Like, what's in your purse? And she's like, actually, Midday Squares. And they were like freaking out. So
Wow.
Cool.
That's
all right.
Anyway, signing off, Mike. Thank you for making 2 special guest appearances.
Wow.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see if the people like you or not. And then Stets, as always, we appreciate your
My pleasure.
insight.
Your bluntness. Do you have a sign off today or no?
Oh, what did I say?
Give us your favorite.
Deuces.
90s.
Oh yeah, deuces.
No, give us your favorite 90s song.
No, we did that on another podcast. We can't cross it.
No, it's
we got to
Okay, fine.
not alternative. Just give me whatever 90s.
Oh, I have a new one.
90s song.
No, we used to do 90s in the 90s. That was Nice to Roxbury. Yeah.
Let me shout out mine. I had to say it because I remembered it after we recorded the last one. Iris from Google Dolls.
Sing it.
And I don't want the world to see me.
There's the band manager over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
right.
fired.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.